Hello, my name is Dave Curtis, owner of Brooksville Computer, which is brooksvillepc.com on the web, and I provide search engine optimization for small businesses like yours. Now, in the past, small businesses that I've dealt with have always wanted to have a website that looked really pretty, that people could type in the name of the business in the search engines and have their website come up. But they're not really thinking ahead to anything beyond making something really look nice or being found if somebody types in the name of the business. See, when you're dealing with a search engine, you're not the name of the business is not important, because if somebody knows who you are already, it's very likely that they're aware of you because they've heard it from somebody else, or they've driven down the street and they've seen your business, or they've seen some print ad that you've had in the newspaper locally, or that you know somehow you've been mentioned locally, and they already know where you are. While it's true you can gain some new business this way, there it's unlikely that if they already know who you are, that they need to type it into Google or Yahoo or Bing or Ask or Moreover or any of the other search engines to find out where you're located. If they can pick up a local phone book, they're gonna find your store. What it is that makes your business stand out on the web when it comes to search engine optimization is people who they're already dissatisfied with somebody they've been going to, or they're new to the area and they don't know where to look, or they're just traveling through and they need to stop off somewhere and they're at a cafe that has internet access or something, or a hotel, and they want to type in the name of the goods or the services that they require and come up with a list. So the best way for them to do that is to type that into Google and Bing and Yahoo and see what comes up. So if your business is coming up for that, then that's a good thing. That's search engine optimization. Another area that's important in optimizing a website is once they've arrived at your website, you want them to stay there, and you want them to convert from browsers to customers. And the copywriting on your website is what you will use to convince them that you can solve their problem if they have a need, and you can provide a service or a product that will satisfy and solve their problem. Then they will buy from you. But you have to take it a step further. You need to also stress some added benefits that other people may not be stressing on their website as to what benefits those products or services have beyond the everyday stuff that most people are aware of. Now, that's kind of what will just help set your site apart. If you can distinguish your services or your product from others, then there's a better likelihood that they'll purchase from you. It's not simply based on who provides the lowest cost, because there will always be people out there looking for lower prices, and you cannot play the price war game, especially if you're a small company, because you may have a loss leader in your window, but if you're going to be trying to sell a product on the web to thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions of people, and the only thing that you can sell is your loss leader, you're going out of business real fast. Whereas the bigger companies, the brand names with brand loyalty, may have specials and sales like that help to strengthen and bolster that brand loyalty by offering a reduced price for a set period of time. You're not going to be able to sustain any measurable growth, and inevitably you'll lose business trying to do it that way. So sometimes what it is that makes your product more desirable, even though it's not as expensive, even though it's as expensive or more expensive than even some of your local competition, is going to be something in the public relations domain, such as providing $1 out of every $20 of profit or $10 worth of profit to a charity, like for local orphans, or for the homeless, or for a women's shelter, or for a place that cares for runaway pets, stray animals and so forth. So You can benefit the community in ways which will positively reflect on your business, and which will which will induce people to want to buy from you, so that they can then also help to support the community through having made a purchase at your site rather than someone else's. And search engine optimization goes beyond simply the public relations realm and the keywords that go into making the site show up in the search engines. There's also certain things that can be done and that I do, which are to help you to build mailing lists for emails, to send a monthly newsletter to clients. And monthly newsletters are an excellent way to get return customers, return visits to your website, which then increase your chances of turning those into actual clients. Because let's say you provide something of value to them for 12 months out of the year, and your site happens to be a site for growing plants, and you provide agricultural products. So if you provide them with every month tips and ideas and encouragement and solutions to problems they currently have, or problems they didn't even know they could have and they can now prevent, and you give them so much information of value within a year, and then it's time for them to grow again. Let's say it's springtime now, and they need to grow, so who are they gonna buy from? The likelihood is that they'll go to you to buy, and that you'll pick up a lot of new clients and make more sales that way. So planting the seeds, right now, are what will allow you to sow and reap the benefits later on. And what happens when you build a list like that? You've already got pre-qualified customers right then and there, where you can reach out to them every month and give them what they need. But providing value is an important part. Web 2.0 is also an important aspect of what it is that builds a site today and helps you to do your marketing. And that is through interaction on the web. No, you can go to Twitter and you can work directly with hundreds of people or thousands of people through your tweets and letting people know that you've published on your blog. And blogs are an excellent way for Web 2.0 to work because of the interaction that visitors to your blog will have with you through comments that they can make about the things that you write. And that's another area where you'll have to do some work, and it's important for small businesses to realize that they need to work closely with their SEO, who will give professional advice, which is not free, for them to follow in a way, the same way that a doctor would say, okay, you need to take a certain prescription at certain intervals, and you also need to have physical therapy where you need to exercise at least twice a week or whatever it is. In that regard, working on your blog and working a little bit with social media, just here and there, putting together a monthly newsletter helps to build a client base, and it's all marketing. And you need to have an idea of gaining a return based on the efforts that you're putting in, and maintaining a consistent image, and always thinking of the public relations and your business image when you do these things. So I personally have a great deal of information on how to do newsletters the correct way, and the best way to test the topics and the body content, and measure the effectiveness of the landing pages, and to work on increasing your sales. So I'm out of time because YouTube only allows us to have 10 minutes per video. I'm out of time for this video, but I'd be more than happy to talk to you, so give me a call. My number is 352-232-1678 in Florida. And if you're in the New York area, you can reach me at 917-460-8312. And if you're in California, give me a call at 323-786-1213. Thanks. My name is Dave Curtis, BrooksvillePC.com.